Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of the Link Up. You already know it's your boy Ron the Don, and here I got a special guest tonight. This isn't just any guest. This is that guy. This is Mr. Allin, Mr. Allin, Xander.
Going on, man? I like the introduction, man.
Oh yeah, of course. Family. Oh snap. Live studio audience. You already know.
What's going on,
All right.
Ron?
Everything good. You good, man? Family good?
Yeah, I'm straight. Everybody good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just been chilling out the way, training.
Definitely, man. We definitely appreciate you sliding through on the podcast. You know, anytime we want to talk good wrestling, man, got to bring in a professional. What you been up to lately, man? I know you've been busy.
Really just been, training at Wildcat Sports. Just been training for wrestling. Other than that, just be trying to stay out the way, really.
Okay, okay. I see y'all had an event down there, Cinco de Mayo. I saw the man in the ring singing Drake. What is he singing? Sexy Red or something?
Oh yeah. You talking about Edward King. Yeah, he's like the ring announcer slash DJ there. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
they
okay.
pretty much doing a little show for Cinco de Mayo. Everybody that went out there, it was a great turnout. We was surprised that everybody was showing up, and they turned up for sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And if you listen to this podcast and if you ain't tuned in, tune in with Wildcat Sports. Tune in to see Mr. Allin, Mr. Alexander. Definitely. All right, man. We gonna get into it here. This past week of wrestling, been crazy. Of course, we had Backlash this past weekend. The crowd in France was amazing. You know, it's crazy. I knew some people they were saying that the people in France was annoying. I don't think so. But man, what you think?
Annoying? I would say
Yeah,
I would say they was lit. Like, man, look,
I
all I'm gonna
agree.
say is the overseas crowds are giving the states crowds a run for their money. Like, it's bad. Like, I'm telling you, like, if they keep this up, the overseas crowds, they're gonna have backlash like overseas, like for years and years to come.
Yeah, and they definitely need to. What's crazy about that? It's funny that you say that. This past weekend, during right after Backlash, excuse me, it was announced that WrestleMania 41 is gonna be live at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, April 19th and April 20th, 2025.
Yeah.
For me, Las Vegas, definitely love it, especially if they go down to the Sphere. I feel like, that'll be dope. Like I heard there's rumors that potentially Raw and SmackDown might be in the Sphere. That'll be something new and crazy. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I was a little disappointed. I was hoping that they was bringing it to London, man. As an American, I got an appreciation for the foreign crowds and they love for wrestling, man. What you think, man?
Yeah, I was a little shocked too, man. But that doesn't also mean that it ain't gonna happen. You still got WrestleMania 42, WrestleMania 43, WrestleMania 44. They going to London. At least I want to bet at least one of those that I just mentioned. They gonna pop out there for sure. But I mean, Vegas is not a bad spot. I mean, me personally, I've never been to Vegas before, but I hear it's really good over there though.
Yeah, I expected to be lit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I saw Triple H come out. They playing Travis Scott, Playboy Cardi, Fiend. I was getting a little hype. I might have to take a trip down to the Las Vegas. Shoot, who knows? If the pod get big enough, we might have to do a little live appearance.
See,
Speak it to
man, this is
existence.
my thing. I would have to see what like my wrestling schedule will be around that time because who
Okay.
knows when Wildcat gonna be throwing shows. But I'm pretty sure because it's really they have a really known trend for not throwing shows like during like WrestleMania, pretty much for those reasons because they know people would travel. Even some of the coaches there, they travel to WrestleMania to pop out with their family and friends and enjoy a good show.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I definitely got to catch some Wildcat sports shows in person myself.
Hey, all you gotta do is book a flight out here to New Orleans, man, and just show out.
Definitely. One day we definitely gotta make it happen. All right. Speaking of backlash, man. Uh Any matches? Anything catch your eye?
So I didn't see the Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles match live, but I had to go back and see it again.
Mm-hmm.
This was actually before the Cinco de Mayo show. Me and my boy, Brandon, aka Antonio Rossi, he was over there. We was over there, watching it. And I honestly say that was a really good match. That crowd during that match,
Crazy.
crazy. Like I'd never
Crazy.
seen a crowd like that for a match. Like I honestly don't think no like there was no heel or no baby face like watching that match. They was cheering everybody.
I agree. Even on SmackDown, AJ Styles tried to play it off, but everybody, they was cheering for him, they was cheering for Cody. Nah, definitely a good match. For me, the show started off with a banger, man. I thought we was gonna get a normal, tag team match, slow tag team match, Solo and Tama Tonga versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, but that thing started off hot, turned into a street fight. To me, that was the match of the night. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, see, and the thing that I've known about, like, since being a part of Wildcat and stuff and starting to like get on the ins and outs of wrestling, like they want to start off like a lot of places want to start off like first matches to get everybody on the edge of their seats, to keep
Hmm.
to like pretty much to set the tone of the whole
Yeah,
show. And that match right there set the tone exactly. Like it set the tone for the whole show.
definitely. Like I was not expecting it. I'm talking about they went in the crowd. It was all over the arena, the announce table. Um, crazy spot after spots. Like I don't know. Hey, my wife be telling me I'm crazy, but my dream was always to get put through a stack of tables, bro. Anybody that get to do that, they lucky. And
Yeah.
WWE, if y'all seeing this, y'all need just a random security guy one night to go through a table. I'm your boy. Come hit me
And
up.
who knows? Maybe you might see me in a security shirt or something, and I'm getting put through a table by Randy Orton. You never know, bro. You never know.
Bro, hey, if he do you like he did Speed at Mania, yeah,
Oh, I'm going through it. Cause see, Speed, he a little smaller. You know what I mean? Speed, he a little smaller. But see me,
yeah.
I'm probably going through that table.
All right. So I don't know. Speaking of the bloodline, obviously at the end of that match, we got the debut of Tama Tonga's brother, Tonga Loa. You know, formerly known as Camacho, which was like news to me. I did not know that he was Camacho. But
I didn't either.
now that he's in the bloodline, man, it's looking like they can't be beat, man. And also, Friday Night SmackDown, we saw Paul Heyman basically say he hasn't spoken to Roman since Mania, since he lost the undisputed championship to Cody Rhodes. So, I was just wondering, like, what do you think about that? Who do you think is actually running the bloodline right now? Is it Solo? Is it Roman? Is it the final boss? Who do you think, man?
See, I could see this going both ways. Like, you see, at first in the beginning, I thought that The Rock was all in it, which I still think he is. But like then again, I really do like if you go back to old SmackDowns. I think it was the post show after damn, what's that pay per view? Money in the Bank. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was after Roman got pinned, and like he put the lay over Jay, and then
Mm-hmm.
like he started attacking Jay, and then the lay was on the ground, and Solo was looking at it. So I mean, you gotta look at it from a long term storytelling aspect. I think Solo is just like she's like, all right, Roman's not here. I'm finna just step up. But then again, The Rock could be, he could be behind that, making all the calls and stuff. Because when Paul Heyman had that phone in his hand, he was like, "Call Roman Reigns." He took the phone and threw it. So he probably just don't.
Yeah.
He's like, "Nope, don't get Roman involved."
That's personally what I think. I'm like very excited to see how this gonna play out. Like I'm kind of you know after Solo and Tama Tonga took out Jimmy, it's clear to see like he basically kicked out Roman, slowly being kicked out. And then like Jay on Monday Night Raw doing his thing. Yeet, by the way. But but you already know. But I'm interested to see. I feel like eventually the OG bloodline gonna have to come back together. But it's interesting to see, like, will we get The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 41?
See, that's the plan. Like that, I'm pretty sure that's the plan. Cause like they was probably gonna go with that for this year's Mania, for this past Mania, but you know, Cody Rhodes hype was just too high. So they just like, you know what, we gotta change these plans. Or that might have been the plan all along. We never know. We never know. It may, because the way it was structured, it can go both ways. You could probably be like, okay, they maybe switched it up, or they like, you know what, this is probably the plan all along. But that's something that we'll never know.
Yeah, me honestly, I still don't know the truth, but all I do know is if Cody didn't finish that story, bro, it was no coming back from that.
Oh
It
man,
was,
like it's just kind of like I kind of already knew, because at the end of the day, you can't have like your biggest baby face in the company lose twice. Like lose twice in the same event, like against the same opponent. It just wouldn't make sense. Like because if you think about it, if Roman Reigns was to beat Cody Rhodes, and I keep trying to tell people this all the time, where does he go from here? What you got? Randy Orton, CM Punk, like these are people that are like injured at the moment, or they're doing other storylines right now. What then again, the Randy Orton thing could have made sense, but he was in a program with Logan Paul at the time.
yeah,
So he was kind of putting Bloodline on the back burner a little bit. So, I mean, hey, but I always thought it was the plan all along.
yeah. I mean, I'm happy for Cody, man. I just hope he has a good run. I'm interested to see who's next for him after beating AJ. Could be a rematch. Because I'm looking at the SmackDown roster. It's not really too many like higher ranking heels at the moment. So unless somebody like turn, like I really don't see where he could go next. He could probably go back to Shinsuke Nakamura. I think Shinsuke got drafted over to SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken. So he could probably go that
Now,
route again.
see that is more like, see, and that's another thing that I like about Cody Rhodes being champion, because like no matter who you put against him, it's a believable scenario that he can lose the title.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's not like how it was with Roman Reigns, excuse me, where you pretty much put him up against somebody and you kind of already know, well, he's not dropping the title. The only person that was kind of like, the only people really that was kind of like believable was like, oh man, he really might lose, was Drew at Castle to Castle,
definitely.
Jay Uso at SummerSlam,
Nah,
and nah, Jay Uso at SummerSlam. That was
nah.
kind of believable, because you kind of had to understand, like, he had the momentum, and like I said, it, like with the believable thing with him losing two times against the same opponent. But then again, they kind of just did that. But then again, he kind of did go against Roman Reigns more than twice. That was like, yeah. So, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah.
The change topic. Speaking of like champions. This past weekend we crowned new WWE Women's Tag Team
Mm,
Champions in the team of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, the new super team. A team,
yeah.
crazy. Like
And
I'm
that's the thing
like
too. So, and what's funny about that is you called that when Jade Cargill made her debut at the Royal Rumble.
definitely
I was over here saying, oh, they gonna try to build a feud with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. They gonna have that match at WrestleMania. You like, nope, they finna try to put them in the program to win the tag titles in the future. I'm like,
uh
nah, I don't believe that. Now look where we at. Bianca
no,
Belair
but
and Jade Cargill, freaking women's tag champs.
oh yeah, definitely. The reason I say this though, there's two reasons I thought that, because I felt like okay, you want to go into the new era and you want Jade to be an even bigger star. So this is why you do this, right?
Right.
You team her with Bianca because down the road, as I've told you, before this podcast, started, I think Bianca is gonna turn eventually. I feel like she got this little thing going on with Bailey, and like her not being able to forgive. I feel like the heel Bianca from the NXT days is gonna show out, and I feel like what better way for Jade to have a big match in a few years. I mean, not in a few years, in a few months at WrestleMania 41, than like her versus Bianca. That'd
Now,
be
now
crazy.
see, now see what you saying that. I couldn't see. I didn't believe in the Bianca Belair heel turn coming up, but the stars are aligning now with it because you
Yeah.
do have the Bailey situation,
Uh
and you
huh.
do have her being on some hate stuff. You know what I mean? Like she just
Yeah.
she just can't like forgive. So I can kind of see that happening now. But before you couldn't talk like nah, bro. Bianca is not going heel because look at her. She's too over to be a heel right now. But then again, things can change in WWE, bro. Just like how we've already seen in the past.
Definitely. And this is my lot. This is my logic, right? Obviously, you got Jade coming in the spotlight. Jade can basically do almost everything Bianca can do. So like Bianca may feel like, well, you know, she taking my shine. I should take her out now. But another reason I felt like they was gonna be a tag team though was, well, two more reasons. Sorry. One, like I feel like Jade still kind of need a little time to like get used to the WWE system, and I feel like teaming her up with Bianca would help her for sure. And like the next one was coming into this new era that Triple H is building. He definitely want to upgrade the tag team division, and there's no better way than to use them. So that's ultimately why I always thought you know that they was gonna team up first and do that.
Yeah, and that's also a good idea on their part too, because like and this also ties back into me knowing a little bit more about the ins and outs of wrestling and stuff because I'm training. So like in tag teams, like pretty much how tag teams are structured, when you put somebody with somebody else, that pretty much just you have that chance to like hide their weaknesses in a sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can
Hmm.
hide someone's weaknesses, by just simply putting them in a tag team. And if somebody in your tag team can cut a promo and you can't, throw them in a tag team. Somebody can do something better than you, throw them in a tag team. I just see that in my logic, like maybe that's like that just makes the most sense.
Definitely, and I agree. I feel like, and I don't think nothing wrong with Jade. I don't think like she's like super far behind, but I do think it's definitely a different animal coming from like AEW and then going into WWE. You know, like I've noticed that she hasn't said that she's that bitch, at least on like TV. So
Yeah.
like, she got to get used to like dialing it back a little bit for right now. Um, you know, until they probably go on Netflix or,
Yeah, but she on SmackDown though, ain't it?
well, yeah, she got drafted, but they the only champions that can go back and forth.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. So you
So
think they finna hold the championships all the way then to 2025?
unless I don't think they're gonna be, I don't know. They could probably feud for SummerSlam, but I don't know. I just feel like you should draw it out. Like,
True. You can also drag it out into like a 3-match series. Like
yeah.
you said, SummerSlam, you could do a match at SummerSlam, you can even do the match when they're both tag team champions. That's something that we haven't seen in a long time, but it's been
Hmm.
done before. Hell, was it what, Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero?
Yeah.
Back in the day they was tag champions and they still had
Oh,
a match against each
was
other
it
on a pay-per-view.
Eddie
I forgot what
Guerrero
pay-per-view. So,
or was it Batista? Was it?
it was one of them. Batista, hey, I don't know. I'll have to go back and look.
Or no, maybe it was Batista and Eddie Guerrero. I
I
don't know.
think it was
I
one of
don't
them.
know.
I don't. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. It was one of them.
But
But it's been done before. So I mean, you can even do that. Have them both be babyface. Going in the match, they both have a little. Even you could put on like a 10-minute banger with them. Have them, do a couple good spots,
hmm
and they have a second match. And I think in that match, one of them can possibly plant the seeds of turning heel, which is probably Bianca Belair, most likely. And then
yeah.
that third match be at Mania, or you could just drag it out into one match and be at Mania.
Nah, that would be nice. Like definitely. Um I I think whatever they give us, whatever kind of program, just based off like the two athletes and personalities they are, it's gonna be a banger either way.
Yeah.
But speaking of tag teams potentially coming to an end, have you been tuned in with everything involving the Judgment Day right now?
Oh. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I could see Damian Priest just leaving altogether and just being his own man. Because I mean, he's got everything. I mean, he's got the world title. He really don't need them.
Yeah,
If you think about it. And then he's also planting the seeds like he doesn't need help. Like he's pretty much telling him he don't need help. Yet they still come out to help him. Dom is out the picture. He's over here messing with Liv Morgan now.
we
So
gonna
that's
get to
gonna be
him.
a whole other program in itself with Rhea Ripley. Cause I see it like this. When Rhea Ripley, when it's time for her to come back, Liv Morgan's gonna have that championship. She's gonna have that championship. Like
I
it's
think so.
inevitable. I'm pretty sure right now Becky Lynch is gonna have a good little run, and she's gonna drop that title to Liv. And then when Rhea Ripley come back, Rhea Ripley getting that title back, and probably getting Dom back too.
Yeah. Nah, like I was gonna get to that later, but since you brought it up, man, let's get into it. First,
Hey.
I want to say this man Dominic Mysterio is like he got the luckiest booking in the world, bruh. To go to go from his custody being in a ladder match, determining a ladder match, to him just being Rey Mysterio's son and then winning the tag team championships, to him being with Rhea Ripley. Now this man with Liv Morgan, bro.
I'm
Like,
telling you, man. I'm telling
like,
you, like that's like if you really think about it, man, like he really has put in the work though. Like when he did
nah,
go, like when he
for
actually
sure,
did get signed to WWE, like this is before the whole custody storyline and stuff like that. But he's been putting in that work, so I will say he does deserve these little booking decisions that they're giving him. He really deserves these. But
definitely.
yeah, he definitely getting lucky with some of these though. With these
Nah,
he get to be in programs with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
I'm saying, bro. I'm saying he definitely turned right now.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely a Dominic fan. So, I see a world heavyweight championship in his future. Maybe Mr. Money in the Bank this year. Who knows? But continuing with the Judgment Day, I think it's like on Monday Night Raw, we saw like Damian Priest try to like cover up his anger in a way, saying like it's okay, being cool with them again. But I don't know. I just feel like eventually it's gonna come down to him and Finn Balor for that World Heavyweight Championship.
So you think it's SummerSlam, huh?
I'm thinking SummerSlam.
Think I had time for that long? Wait, then again, SummerSlam is like what in August, huh?
August. They got the whole summer.
Yeah. So I can see Damian having a good little run, but I ain't gonna lie though. If that's gonna be the case, I need Finn Balor to have that strap. He
You
deserves
think
it,
so?
man. For all the jobs he's been doing, because he's been doing some jobs lately. So for all the
I
jobs
don't
he's been
know.
doing, he needs to get that belt, bro.
I love Finn, bro. I love Finn, but the next champion, bro, like I'm kind of riding with Drew right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait. So when's? Because I know they're doing another Clash at the Castle.
mm-hmm.
Is that going to be
Uh,
before or after SummerSlam?
let me look it up. Let me see.
Yeah, because that's going to play a big role in that. Because if it's before SummerSlam, then yeah, Drew McIntyre is probably going to get that next title.
Well, in that case, no, because Clash at the Castle is June 15th, so that's gonna be before SummerSlam.
That's before SummerSlam. Oh yeah, so if that's the
Yeah,
case, yeah, I can see it. But yeah, Drew McIntyre, he's going rampant right now over CM Punk. He can't catch a break.
I'm telling you, him
That
and
man
CM
can't catch a
Punk,
break.
bro, that's gonna feed families, bro.
And what's
Like,
crazy is everybody thought his first feud back was going to be Seth Rollins and CM Punk. that's not the case, surprisingly. I'm surprised about that. I ain't gonna lie. Because I really thought that was gonna be the case too. But they really doing something with this Drew McIntyre and CM Punk feud right now. And what's funny is they ain't even wrestled one match.
I know
And it's
what
like cooking right now.
that's the crazy part, and it sucks. WWE is in a point where they're missing a lot of people due to like injury. You know, Punk out, Drew McIntyre out for
Yeah.
right now. You know, with the elbow thing, Rhea's out,
Mm-hmm.
Seth is out, Roman taking a break. So you know, as they're resetting, they missing a lot of like key players.
A
You
lot
know,
of big names right there.
I know like you just coming off an injury not that long ago. How hard is it, you know, to sit up be sidelined when you seeing the business move on?
Wait, you talking about me being injured?
Yeah, just like from a wrestling point of view.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So when I was training, I was sliding in the ring, and when I slid in the ring, I literally bumped my knee on the wood of the ring. Literally
Damn.
clashed
Sheesh.
on it. And then I tried to instantly get up, my leg just buckled, and I fell in the ring, and I called it. And after that, I was out for about a good 2 weeks. But fortunately enough, because of our training style, I really didn't miss much. I'm
Okay.
probably because I was still showing up and still training. Like I was still bumping, I was still rolling. But anything as far as where I had to run, I wasn't doing it. But I didn't miss much.
Yeah. I mean, and that's good. I'm glad it wasn't nothing major for you. Uh, Definitely got a bright future ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm just hoping
But
and praying I don't get nothing bad, man. I'm just gonna take it. That's why I'm training. To wrestle safe, to be safe in the ring, be safe for my opponent, and I just want to be safe for everybody and be easy to work with. That right there is my goal. Like I don't really care about winning or losing because from what I was taught and from what I know, like it's not really when you lose, it's kind of like how you do it and like how you
mhm,
get over even when you lose. Like if you can do
right.
that, then you good.
Definitely respect, man. And segueing from that into the next thing, did you have the chance of seeing that Ricochet versus Ilya Dragunov match?
I did not see it. I saw
Ah,
highlights, but man, oh man, I keep missing Dragunov matches. I need to stop missing his matches, yo.
bruh, he can go. He
Cause
can go.
that dude is a goat, yo. Like he's really good at what he does. Like I hear nothing but good stuff about. Like I really think he really has not had a bad match since signing with WWE.
No. And then like the fact that he has already got 5 stars, like that match him and Gunther back then Walter had in NXT UK,
Yeah.
crazy work.
Oh
But
yeah, I actually saw that one.
mhm,
Whew. I ain't gonna lie, I got to go back and watch it a little bit after this. I ain't gonna lie,
yeah,
cause that
yeah.
match right there was something, yo.
Nah, that was one of the best matches in the past and like in recent memory, for
Yeah.
sure. I'm kind of interested because they are both in the King of the Ring tournament right now on the Raw side of the bracket. So I
Yeah.
wonder if it's leading up to that. The only thing that kind of stand in the way, obviously, Jay Uso beat Finn Balor. So this upcoming Monday, he's gonna be facing Ilya Dragunov in round 2 of the King of the Ring final, while Gunther is gonna be facing the winner of Rey Mysterio and Kofi Kingston, which I think is gonna be Kofi for story purposes. But
See, that's the. And I hear that they're doing that at a house show.
yeah,
That see that would have been a good TV match. I ain't even gonna lie. Like you could have started off the night with that one,
definitely.
and that would have been
T.
hype. But I'm pretty sure they probably got a lot of stuff planned. That's probably why they're not doing that. Cause I'm pretty sure they're doing some of the women's matches like that too at house shows.
Uh
'Cause I
huh.
think Shayna Baszler's qualifying match is gonna be at a house show.
Yeah, with Zelina Vega.
Yup.
Um, I think. Well, the reason I think that probably is like I watched all the Raw. The matches was a little bit long. Excuse me. I think they're definitely getting a chance to like showcase like these not just gonna be, go out there and just have any old match. Like they actually like having like, pay-per-view style matches where they leaving it all out there. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I'm liking the tournament so far. That
Yeah,
Gunther,
and look, them house shows right now, they finna be getting a lot of love with them matches. That's all I
oh
gotta
yeah,
say. They finna be getting a lot of
definitely.
love because if they gonna go out there and perform like you say they are with pay-per-view style, oh yeah, they finna leave it all. They finna go all in. No pun intended.
I like it. I like it. All right. Well, we want to get into a new segment, that's gonna be reoccurring on this show. It's called Top Five. And on the top five segment every week, we're gonna be naming our top five superstars. This could be, your favorite male WWE superstar, your favorite women's WWE superstar, your favorite tag team. You put them in the top five. Um, a
So okay, so for this segment, so tag teams is one pick, right?
right.
Okay, all right, cool.
So, you know, being that you the guest, we're gonna allow you to go first. Give your top five. See if it lines up with mine.
All right,
All you.
all right. So am I going from 5 to 1 or 1 to 5? Which one am I doing?
Whatever way you want to do it, man.
All right, so I'm gonna go from 5 to 1. All right. So my number 5 right now, not gonna lie, this one's coming from NXT. I gotta go with my girl, Kalani Jordan. She out here doing her thing, bruh. That's all I gotta say. She out here doing her thing. She literally came from MSU as a gymnast, and now she out here doing things in wrestling, WWE. Like, hey, kudos to her, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that one.
Yeah. And then, so number 4. Let's see. I gotta go with. Honestly, I gotta go with Dragunov. And this is because he's only this low because I really haven't been seeing any of his matches, but I've only been hearing good things about him. So that
Hmm.
makes me want to go see his matches.
Definitely, definitely.
So we gotta put him at number 4. Number 3, I gotta go with Drew McIntyre. Because this man here, if it's on USA Network or if it's on TikTok or social media, this man is a troll, bro. He is just trolling CM Punk and he just does not know when to keep CM Punk's name out of his mouth.
Yeah. One of my
Which
favorite
brings me to
people to
my
follow
number
on Twitter.
2. Huh?
I said one of my favorite people to follow on Twitter.
I'm telling you. Which brings me to my number 2, CM Punk. I really don't have to explain much about him because I mean, all you gotta do is just go on Monday Night Raw and tap in and see what he doing because that man there, like he, in my opinion, and a lot of people will probably disagree with this opinion, but he doesn't really cut bad promos. So I don't see why people say he do, but to me, he don't cut bad promos.
Yeah.
And number 1, you're gonna like this one. The number 1 for this week, Yeet Jey Uso. Gotta go for dog Jey Uso, bro. Hey, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
that dude there, bro, he had France looking like a concert, bro.
I'm telling you.
Like, that thing, bro, I was like, man, I want to be involved in that.
You
And what's
saw
crazy is, when I went to Raw, like, when they came out here to New Orleans, like, about a couple months ago, they had Jey Uso there, but he never came out. Man, I was so hot. I'm like, man, I wanted to be doing the little wave, the little yeet wave, and I wanted to do that,
yeah.
bro. But,
That's
but he
so
was on the
crazy.
little jumbotron. I was like, dang, I should have brought him out.
That's so crazy. I'm supposed to be going to Raw in August, so I hope that's not the case for me.
Yeah, hopefully you can partake in the heat wave, bro.
Definitely. I need to get the glasses, the shirt, and everything. I'm trying to
Shoot, you already shoot. I'm trying to get the cut back, bro. I had the Jey Uso cut, bro.
just don't get
Everybody
the
everybody at my wrestling school be like, yo, you need to bring that cut back. I'm like, I guess. Like, I really just wanted to grow my hair out, but I'm like, all right, you know what? I might give it a shot again. I don't know.
just don't get that one cut he had.
What one? We not even gonna talk about that. Let's go to your top 5. All right, do your top 5. Go ahead.
All right, my top five. Number 5. I said his name earlier. said I'm envious of the man, that boy, Dominic Mysterio, bruh. This man, even though he hurt right now, I forgot to add him in. Well, who all injured?
Oh
The
yeah.
man, the man, like he never ceases to amaze me with his out of the ring activities, and like it's funny though too, cause like if I didn't know better, I would have said like I would have thought Dom was making his own faction because he be messing with Santos, he be messing with Carlito, Liv. So I wouldn't be surprised if he branch off and make his own.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, wouldn't be surprised there.
And then number 4, I'm gonna go down to NXT. You know, Mr. Whoop that Trick. Trick Williams, man. I love everything he doing right now. Uh, I don't know if you saw it, but like he basically was on Supernova sessions with Metaphor, Noam Dar, Jakara Jackson, Mensa, and Lash Legend, and
Mm.
like him and Lash dating in real life, but like they low key like flirting on screen, like as they trying to like hide it basically, and that's like
Wait, so they're a real life couple playing a
yeah,
couple on TV?
like well they get into that like basically for the past couple of like months, like every time they
Mm.
have an interaction, it's like a connection between them.
Yeah,
But like because she would Noam Dar who like won the NXT championship, it's kind of like she
yeah.
don't know where she want to be with Trick, but she can't right now.
She in that little stable with them. I
Yeah,
mean, look, that right there in itself, that's like a dream job right there. You're literally in a storyline with someone that you involved with in real life. Hey, you can't ask for more.
definitely. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that story progresses. You know, I love NXT, man. They, sometimes like back in when they first came out with 2.0, it was kind of end, but it's definitely getting better. I'm still kind of salty. I'll say that story for another pod, but
Yeah.
it's all good. But my number 3, gotta give it to the new women's tag team champions, Bianca and Jade. They've been entertaining. The matches have been good. Um, they just look great as a tag team, and like believable. So and I'm invested. Like I know nothing has happened yet, but I just feel like something is coming. Like what
Yeah,
Philly
yeah.
would say, a storm is coming. So definitely number 2. I'm actually, this might be shocking. I'm gonna put Nah. Oh man.
You already
Actually,
said it.
I'm put Jey Uso at number 2. I
Eh,
gotta
that's not bad.
I gotta roll with the Yeet God. But my number 1, bro, it's no debate. I think he the best wrestler in the business right now. You can quote me, I said it. The ring general Gunther. He's my pick to win King of the Ring.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm not mad about that because I mean Gunther been putting in that work. So hey,
I'm talking
he
about
legit earned that.
I'm talking about this man, one of the greatest intercontinental champions of all time. Probably the greatest intercontinental champion of all time.
That's what
You
I'm
know,
saying.
perhaps future king of the ring. Every night he go out there, he don't never have a bad match. Ever.
Yeah.
Anybody show me a bad Gunther match. Let me know.
Yeah, I've
But
yet to find it.
yeah. But as good as Gunther is in the ring, it's also been crazy outside of the ring out here. Now I'm pretty sure as everybody else knows, there's a little beef going on in hip hop right now. Two goats going at it. You would think this is WWE the way they going at it. You got Drake versus Kendrick, man. Who you think winning right now?
Honestly, you already know what I'm about to say. I gotta go Kendrick, bruh. I gotta go Kendrick all the way. Cause I
I
mean,
mean,
what person drops what? What he dropped? Like 3 diss tracks? Like back to back to back?
yeah,
And then he
shoot,
dropped like 2 in the same day?
yeah,
Who does that? Like,
he definitely got time, bruh.
yeah, that
Like,
man, that man said, you know what? Since y'all want to bother me, I'm coming out. I don't care. Everybody getting the smoke.
it's crazy, bro. I'm definitely going outside, bruh, because I like Kendrick, but he not like up there for me as far as like my favorites. But two of my
Yeah,
favorites, bruh, just so happen to be Drake and J. Cole, bruh. They going out the saddest right now. You know, at least Drake responding. Drake stuff not bad, but like Kendrick definitely winning right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie. As a Drake fan, I'm not gonna lie. He
yeah,
definitely winning right
I guess. But I mean, look, back back to what you were saying about Cole. I mean, honestly, you could say it was a punk move, but hey, maybe it was a smart business move that we don't know about him
now.
pulling out like that. Because now look, he chilling in Bahamas, just kicking back while everybody else dissing each other. He just chilling. Because a lot of
Hey,
people in a couple months from now, they're gonna forget about that. They're gonna forget like, oh, okay, J. Cole, he pretty much just opted out of the beef. They're gonna be all right. So what? We ain't worried about that no more.
yeah, I mean, true. It was. It's not even like I don't judge him in no way because like I think about it from his point of view. Like to be honest, Kendrick wasn't really dissing him per se. Like J Cole was just in the crossfire because they made the song together. They was on tour together, and
Yup.
Kendrick his dog. So I understand why he did it. It was just kind of like how he did it. Like he dropped the diss track, then apologized, and
Yeah.
then like I just felt like for me as a J Cole fan, always having to like somewhat defend him in a way. This is like his chance to like go at somebody who looked at as like the best out right now, and he didn't do it, which
Not
is
gonna lie, it
fine.
was hard to defend him. It was hard.
Nah, definitely. I mean, which is fine. I'm pretty sure like when he dropped that off season, it's gonna be the best thing out. But speaking on that, Drake versus Kendrick beef in the Kendrick diss track, "Not Like Us," he referenced giving a sweet chin music, which prompted Shawn Michaels to comment that if him and Drake wanted to settle it, they could settle it in the ring at NXT, courtesy of Shawn Michaels. If that was to happen, who you taking in that fight?
Oh, that is tough, yo. That's tough. So I'm gonna have to say Kendrick, bro. I got all right. Look, I got 49% Drake, 51% Kendrick. It's like that. It's literally neck and neck. That's all I'm gonna say. It's that close.
I gotta, I
But I
gotta,
do have Kendrick Lamar going over in that match. He's going over, bro.
I got a question though.
What's up?
Now they call him Kung Fu Kenny, right? What you
Yeah.
think? What you think his finishing move would be?
Probably a Bruce Lee kick.
I was thinking like like how RVD used to come off the top rope with the little kick.
Oh yeah, on the
Yeah.
chair.
Uh huh.
Oh yeah.
As far as like me, yeah, I'm probably taking Kendrick. I don't know. Sorry, Drake, you my dog, but I'm rolling with K Dot on this one.
Yeah.
Uh, did you happen to see the video of Ric Flair in the pizza restaurant saying, basically getting mad at the dude behind the counter, saying that he won't be putting the place over and it won't be good for him on social media the next day? And this is reportedly all because they asked Ric Flair to leave the restaurant because he was disorderly and drunk. Did you see that video?
Yeah, I seen the video. Honestly, man. I honestly don't know what to say about that. Like, I mean, Ric Flair at the end of the day is just gonna be Ric Flair. He still has that. He still has that old like. He still has that same mentality he's had when he was younger. I mean, hey, that's just how he is.
My dog Ric Flair at this point, bruh, just like conquering all the side quests like post wrestling right now. My boy was on not Nightcap. He was on Club Shay Shay podcast. You know, of course they had the Ric Flair drips on. This man arguing with you know, pizza restaurant employees.
He was
My
on
boy,
Complex with Joe LaPuma with sneaker
see,
shopping.
that's what I'm
He was
saying.
on there too. Shoot, he even had a tag team match with Andrade, and apparently he said he had a heart attack during that match.
Yeah, he had a fake one and a real one.
That's crazy. That's scary.
Nah, it is. I mean, I was one of the people that was like, why are they even doing this match? Like, I thought
Yeah,
bro retired like a long time ago, but I respect it. I respect the grind. As long as he didn't get seriously hurt, you know, who
yeah.
knows? You know,
He needs to just stay away from the ring right now. Just do all
definitely.
the side quests, bro.
Just,
Do all
just
the side quests.
leave it to Charlotte right now. Leave it to Charlotte,
Yeah.
bro. I mean, Ric Flair definitely a GTA character, bro.
She on the injured list too,
Oh yeah, she is.
Charlotte.
I wonder how that's gonna be when she come back, and she probably gonna be on SmackDown since Andrade over there. But
Yeah, and they like to kind of keep the real life couples on the same brand. From what you was telling me off the pod,
yeah, definitely that. Uh, now that I think about it, her and Jay would be a good little program. I'm not gonna lie.
they teased it. They
Yeah,
teased it a
they
while
did
ago,
when
like
she
when she
was
was
showing
just
up.
showing up.
Mm-hmm.
They teased it, so yeah, I could stand. That's definitely going to happen. That's a guarantee. That's going to happen, bro. As long as Charlotte stays healthy, it's gonna happen.
So I wanted to get into a bit of the news of today. Um, this was reported by Russell Votes. Basically saying that as far as the bloodline, WWE is hesitant on implementing Jacob Fatu in the story, which is obviously cousins with Solo.
Mm.
Due to the fact that there's a belief that he might outshine Solo Sikoa. Uh, what is your thoughts on that?
See, this kind of plays a role in the fact that because everybody already knows who Jacob Fatu is, and they've seen the work he's put in outside of WWE, and like, but see, they can go both ways with it. If they kind of fear about him outshining Solo Sikoa, you can easily turn him babyface and have him run with Jimmy and Jay down the line. You know what I
True.
mean? Or, or you could potentially put you can honestly put a title on Solo, right? And at that point, it's kind of gonna be harder to outshine him once you put a title on him because people will take him more serious with a title on him.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you could probably have Jacob be the reason that Solo wins that title, which, for example, the U.S. title. Or, wait, the U.S. title is the title that's on SmackDown or Raw? Or is it the IC
SmackDown.
title? That's on SmackDown.
SmackDown. With Logan Paul.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. You could have him win the U.S. title and have, you could probably have Jacob be the reason why he wins the title. At that point, he's not going to get outshined. At
Yeah.
least I think. Or you could just have him be the babyface and side with Jimmy and Jay in the future.
I kind of agree with that. I was thinking like, yeah, if I'm them and I feel like he's gonna get over more, I would just bring him in as a face, let him help out Jay. Cause one thing I've been noticing in Jay matches, which this could work in a way. Like every time Jay have a championship match, somebody always interfere, whether that be his own brother or the Judgment Day or Solo. Somebody always interfere. So you bring him in, to watch Jay back, build him up, and then when it's time to do that, like uh, Solo and his faction, and then you got Jay. Then you can easily add in Roman with Jay, Jacob, and Jimmy versus The Rock, Solo, Tama, and Tonga. So I feel like you could work it out that way. But I don't. I mean, I thought it was gonna be him debuting at Backlash. To be honest,
I think a lot of people did. That's why they didn't pull the trigger, because you gotta think about it like this. They're in France, bro. The moment, if they would have seen Jacob Fatu come out there, they would have gotten a massive pop. Like, Jacob would have gotten a massive pop. I'm talking like possibly a Rock type of pop, a Rock and Roman kind of pop. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It would have been a huge pop. But you bring in somebody like Tongaloa. No one really people know him, but it's not gonna. It doesn't have the same effect. Like,
Right.
because yeah, people know him, but like, his hype isn't as high as Jacob's.
Yeah, you basically trying to say you gotta be really tuned in.
Right.
Yeah, it's so crazy to me because I feel like this like a storyline that can go on for like ever with as many
Every time
people.
you think it's over, it just comes back.
You still got so many people outside of WWE.
Yeah. And I hear people saying that they're trying to bring in that they will want to bring in, like, or, well, I don't know if they want to, but it's like people saying online that possibly Zilla can get in the mix. But
That'll
my
be
opinion, I would like Zilla to grow outside of, like, the WWE first, before they, or at least have him be in NXT and
yeah.
do
I
his
was
own
gonna
thing in
say
NXT
he could go.
before making that jump.
Yeah, he could go the solo route for sure.
Yo.
Um,
Or you could just have him go in NXT and completely have his own path. But I'm pretty sure, with the way the Bloodline story is, like, if you're in that Fatu family, it's just it's you're gonna get involved in that storyline one way or another. It's no way around it.
Definitely. Like that'd be crazy. Like say like Rock and Roman happen next year and they just bring in like everybody from like Rikishi to the Wild Samoans to like, just everybody and have them just somehow get involved. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, as tonight is coming to an end, before we get up on out of here, you have anything you want to say? Where the people, can catch you at? You want to shout out the gram or anything like that?
So yeah, y'all can follow me on IG at SirTony_. And you can catch, if you want to see this face, you can catch me at Wildcat Sports. And we have a show coming up on June 1st at Crescent City Christian School. So you could probably not probably, you can get your tickets at wildcat.eventbrite.com. Yeah.
All right.
And
But
that is courtesy of Mr. All-in-One from the 631 Allin, Xander.
all right. And on that note, we up out of here.
All right, man.